This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I am Lucy Adeyemi. An oral cholera vaccination campaign funded by Gavi to protect survivors of Cyclone Idai has begun in Beira, Mozambique, following a disaster that caused severe flooding in 3 other African countries, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Madagascar. 9 cholera treatment centers with 500-bed capacity are already admitting patients. Mozambican authorities have reported 2 deaths so far from the disease. WHO Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus says hundreds of thousands of people are living in terrible conditions in temporary settlement without safe drinking water and sanitation, putting them at serious risk of cholera and other diseases. He says the oral cholera vaccine is a vital emergency measure that will help save lives and stop the spread of the horrible disease. Belgium has apologized on Thursday for kidnapping thousands of mixed-race children from Africa between 1959 and 1962. The apology was the first time Belgium has officially acknowledged responsibility for the policy of segregation under which children were abducted from Burundi, DR Congo, and Rwanda and put in schools and orphanages in Belgium run by the Catholic Church. Prime Minister Charles Michel presented the apology before the parliament on behalf of the government in a move to address the legacy of its often brutal 80 years of African colonization. Belgian parliament had unanimously adopted a resolution last year calling for the government to apologize and recognize the role played by it and the Catholic Church during its colonial occupation of Burundi, Congo, and Rwanda. Critics say more still needs to be done, but Thursday's apology was an important step forward. We'll be back after this short break.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
South African International Relations Minister Lindiwe Sisulu says the government has implemented what she called a stage 1 of its program of downgrading relations with Israel by withdrawing its ambassador from Tel Aviv permanently. Sisulu also announced on Thursday in an address to the South African Institute of International Affairs, SAIIA, in Johannesburg, that eventually Israel will no longer have an ambassador in South Africa. Sisulu told SAIIA that the ruling party ANC already had no relations with Israel and would like the government to adopt that position as soon as possible. That's ANN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join this conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.